Hey guys, so I don't make a ton of videos, but I'm trying to get better about it as I really want to start a YouTube channel and kind of get that off the ground. I have a lot of pretty entertaining stuff to share, but I thought I'd start by making a video about something that has come up lately, and a lot of people are really fired up about it because it's been all over TV, all over social media, all over the news, and that is this most recent attack on the AR-15. And we have all kinds of people coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, you don't need this or you don't need that, or it's so much more deadly than any other type of firearm. And the simple case is that none of that is true. It's not a military weapon. It never has been a military weapon. The M4 and the M16 function totally different than your standard AR-15 that was developed for the civilian market. So I just want to spread some factual information through the platforms that I have. So this is exactly what everybody wants to attack. Standard Diamondback Arms, AR-15, collapsible buttstock, 1-4 power tac-fire optic, detachable 30-round magazine. Yes, before anyone freaks out, this weapon is clear. I know all of us gun guys love to attack each other in our videos for not possibly picking up a loaded weapon. Canted iron sights, in case the optic goes down. Flashlight so you can see in the dark. Use it for home defense. I don't have to turn lights on. Fumble around for stuff in the dark while somebody may be coming into the house. Collapsible buttstock. It's awesome. If you're like me, you can have it all the way out because it goes right into the pocket of my elbow. Some of these old T-Rex arm people out here that are 4.5 feet tall need it right there. And that's what's great about this rifle is anybody can use it. As long as they're strong enough to hold it, they can shoot this rifle. So the hilarious thing that has been brought up is that AR-15, due to the round it fires and whatever else, and this 30-round capacity, it's so much more deadly than anything else. Well, I've got news for you. An AR-15 fires a 22. It's this teeny little bullet right here. That's a 5.56 by 45 NATO round. It is a green tip. My light's not very good, so you might not be able to see that. Right next to it, right there, is a 22 long rifle. Okay, the only difference in these cartridges is the case size. 22, 5.56 by 45. All of this is powder. All it does is make that little projectile move faster. That's it. Does not make it more lethal. This will actually do more damage inside your body because it never exits. It will go in your body and stay there, and it will plinko off of all your ribs and your spine and every bone it can find. It will bounce back inside of you, and you will turn into Swiss cheese on the inside. This goes straight through you for the most part, which is why the Geneva Convention allows us to use this round and the other rounds they allow us to use. They go straight through the body, and they drop a combatant without causing irreparable damage. You can be patched up if you're not shot in the head or major artery or whatever. That's why they don't allow shotguns in room clearing operations. Okay, so almost no difference. This one just flies faster. Okay. Same thing. Semi-automatic. 22. Pull the trigger, round goes off. Before anybody likes to say anything, yes, this one's clear too. I cleared all these guns before I made this video. So, a little bit slower, but this rifle will kill just about anything on the continent of North America. Maybe not a bear, maybe not a moose. This will kill squirrels, everything up to deer. You just have to put your shots in the right place. Same thing with that AR. That AR is not going to take down a grizzly bear. It's going to piss it off. Okay. So, same concept. This one takes 10 rounds in particular. Short little stubby magazine. You can get the big old long banana-shaped magazine that holds 25 or 30 of these. But yet, you want to attack that because you don't know anything about it. You don't know anything about guns, period, if you are attacking the AR-15. Okay? Let's have another comparison here. Because my belief is not the problem that the weapon or the rifle or the gun is the problem. It's the people behind it are the problem. And the other problem is that we are leaving children, people in shopping centers, large groups of people at concerts, majorly unprotected. Okay, but you guys want to argue over this little bullet and that rifle holds 30 of them. Okay. This rifle, which is also cleared, was manufactured in 1946. It was designed in 1938. Has a little red dot optic on it. I took the iron sights off. Just makes it a little easier to see the target, especially for hunting. That's what I use this for. I also use my AR-15 for hunting. Okay, deer, coyote, varmints, you name it. The 223 is actually specifically a varmint round. Most people won't hunt deer with it, but there are some really good deer hunting rounds out for the AR-15. Okay, give you a little idea here. Everybody says, oh, semi-automatic this, semi-automatic that. Okay, you run into the right guy that knows how to run the right gun, you're in trouble if you don't have a gun yourself. That's how fast, aside from squeezing the trigger, that you can run this gun. So what's the hate on semi-automatics? If you had this and you were in a crowd of 100 people and none of them were armed, what's it matter? If you don't have the means to protect yourself and somebody else has a means to harm you, you're at a major disadvantage. Because a firearm of any kind offers you standoff. You are not going to run up and beat that person to death when they're shooting at you. And evil will always be able to get a hold of a gun. Understand that. Bad people don't care about the laws. They don't care that it's a gun-free zone, obviously. They don't care how you feel about a gun. All they care about is hurting people or taking property or doing whatever they want to do. Well, guess what? If you have a gun, they don't get to do whatever they want to do. They get to get shot in the face for trying to hurt people. That's what happens. Anyway, I digress. So, like I said, manufactured in 1946. Everybody loves to hate on AR-15s because they're semi-automatic. Semi-automatic. I'm not going to edit this video or re-chop it because I'm jumbling my words here. Everybody that is so against the AR-15 would call this a deer rifle. That's a hunting rifle. You can have that. That's fine. We don't care. That's what they want you to believe. The politicians that are pushing this. Because it's going to start with the AR-15, and then it's going to go to your handguns, and your bolt guns, and your lever guns, and your muzzle loaders, and everything else. If you give them an inch, they're going to take 10 miles. Okay? So, this gun, old gun, run into the right guy and knows how to run it. You're in trouble if you don't have something to protect yourself. Okay, here's the other laughable part of the whole AR-15 debate. Okay, I showed you the round the AR-15 fires. You want to see what this thing shoots? There's AR-15. Holy mackerel, there's what this thing shoots. That's a 7.62 by 54R. The R stands for rim. As you can see, the rim around the top of that cartridge. That's how this weapon cycles. Feeds cartridges is with that rim. You want to know how much more damage that does to somebody than this does? And like I said, it doesn't matter. If somebody runs in with this bolt gun and wants to do harm to people and nobody is there to stop them and there are no security measures in place, you're all having a bad day. It's not going to be a good day for anybody. Okay? So, that's that as far as a comparison there. Okay, another one. Semi-automatic handgun. Semi-automatic handgun. Okay, Glock 19. Unloaded. Holds 15 rounds of 9mm. There's a full metal jacket. Here's a Sig Sauer 9mm plus P defense round. Okay, another one of little Francis O'Rourke's arguments about the AR-15 and AK-47 and what have you is that they fire a high-velocity projectile that dumps all of its energy into the body and does irreparable damage and what have you. No, they don't. They actually don't dump all of their energy in the body. They're not designed to. They're designed to go through the body, just like this big bullet is. It's going to go right through you. Leave an entry wound and an exit wound not a whole lot bigger. It's cooking. It's moving fast. These defense rounds, those are designed to stay in you. Those dump all of their energy, as he likes to say, into the body and cause irreparable damage. That's what a hollow point is designed to do, is not overpenetrate a target and hurt innocent bystanders in a self-defense situation, and is designed to most effectively stop a threat. That's why cops, FBI, marshals, they all carry these. That's what their guns are loaded with right there. Usually it is federal premium or 6 Hour plus P defense ammo. That's what they're using. They're not using these. Even that would go through you unless you got hit in the side with it. Okay? So quit buying into all this. Oh, it's so much worse, or it's so much more deadly than any other gun, or it's this or it's that. Because the simple truth is, it's not. A gun is a gun is a gun. And if you run into the wrong guy that knows how to run the right gun, you're in trouble. So how do you stop the wrong guy with the right gun? You be the right guy with the right gun, right? You better have a way to defend yourself against evil in this world. And that's what the Second Amendment was for. Not just for self-defense when you're at the shopping mall, but from tyrannical government. Okay? Everybody likes to say, oh, the Second Amendment, blah, 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 blah. You guys never take on the American military, blah, 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 blah. There's a million Vietnamese farmers laughing at you. Okay? It's ridiculous, guys. You need to get the information and get educated on what is what before you go and start trying to scream at the top of your lungs and tell people that they're horrible people for owning these guns and whatever. Okay? You see that? Even a 9mm is bigger than an AR-15 round. It flies a lot slower. It's a basic difference there. Pistol round, rifle round. Doesn't move as fast. Still going to do substantial damage. So quit attacking one gun, and how about let's address some of the other problems. We don't have universal reporting to the NICS system. The Parkland shooter's home was visited over 38 times in the 6 months before the Parkland school shooting. Local police department, FBI, social services. You're telling me they couldn't see this guy coming from a mile away? That is absolutely ridiculous. Nothing was done that could have been done to prevent those shootings. All those kids died because law enforcement and the government didn't do their job. We already have laws in place to prevent things like this. They're just not being used properly. But no, we want to push for red flag laws. Your cousin says something you don't like. I mean, oh, he's a threat. He's dangerous. Go take all his guns away. And in certain states, they'll do that. They'll do just that. Go to an order from a judge and go take all his guns away. No right to due process. No trial. No. At that point, you're making law enforcement the judge, jury, and executioner. Well, you're making one judge the judge, jury, and executioner. So I seriously want you guys to think about what you're doing. I know half of you guys that are opposed to the AR-15 and so-called assault weapons probably believe in a few government conspiracies. You were probably on the Storm Area 51 page. How are you going to storm Area 51 if you don't have an AR-15? How are you going to prevent the government from doing anything that you don't like to you without an AR-15? Okay? If you are against the AR-15 and you want it banned, but at the same time, you think that 9/11 was an inside job, or any of these shootings were an inside job, or that the government is corrupt, or, maybe you stood for, forget the specific name, but the pipeline up north that was supposed to go through private reservation land. Were you against that? Guess how they fought that off. Guess how one farmer in northern Midwest fought off the government from running a pipeline through his farmland that they tried to take back from him? With a whole bunch of dudes in AR-15s shooting back at the federal agents that were there. Think about this stuff, guys, before you start making decisions that are going to potentially harm you, your loved ones, the rest of the country for a very long time. The problem is not law-abiding gun owners and this little bullet in that not so big gun that you think is all that scary. The problem is not here. It is in the hearts and minds of the people that wish to do others harm for no reason. Okay? We don't have swords and shields anymore nowadays. This is your sword and your shield. There is nothing else. This is the modern day sword and shield. So just some food for thought. Think about it, guys. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the video. Like I said, I didn't edit anything. I can't really do that on my phone. I don't have a computer capable of it yet, but I'm just trying to do some of this stuff. Try and get a YouTube channel going. Just put some stuff out there that I have fun doing, but this was more of a serious one. So I know it kind of went on and I rambled a little bit, but it's just a lot to think about, guys. There's a lot to discuss, and it needs to be talked about. We cannot be quiet about this, or, I mean, we deserve everything we get as gun owners if we don't stand up for what's right and what we believe in, right? Anyway, y'all have a great day, and give me a like and a comment and share this video.